Hello and welcome to our Lenten devotional. When I started thinking of Lent, the first thing I started thinking of was the music of Lent, of course. There are so many great hymns that are Lenten hymns that we sing only one time during the year. And one theme that we see a lot in these Lenten hymns is the idea of a journey and of walking that journey. We see a lot of hymns during Lent that talk about walking. I think that makes a lot of sense because we talk a lot about our Lenten journey, about making that walk through Holy Week and to the glory of Easter. We also talk a lot about our own personal journeys and making our walk through our lives. And there are a lot of metaphors there that play between the two that are interesting to look at during the time of Lent. Right now, I'd like to play for you and hopefully have you sing along with me one of these hymns that talks about walking. Jesus walked this lonesome valley. When we hear this hymn or sing this hymn, we typically think of Jesus and his walk, his 40 days that he spent in the wilderness, which we usually talk about that first Sunday of Lent, where he's tempted by the devil. And I think it's perfectly fine to think about it as a literal walk through the wilderness. But I think there's also a metaphorical wilderness that Jesus walked through, and also that all of us walk through, both during our Lenten journey every year we take going to Easter, as well as through our own lives. There are many valleys and wildernesses that we have to walk through during our lives. So I wanted to take a minute to think about the different valleys that we walk through. Now, being from the Midwest, usually when I think of walking through a valley, I'm thinking of a forest. Maybe a lonesome valley is a dark forest where I don't see any other people, and all I can hear are animals all around. And I started thinking there's probably many other different kinds of valleys or wildernesses out there. When I think of wilderness, probably in Jesus' part of the world, it's probably a wide open desert where you're totally exposed to the sun, to everything around you. There are no trees or anything to protect you. And then you're down in this valley, maybe with birds buzzing above you, or just the sun beating down on you the whole time. A totally different experience. So maybe think about sometime this week, what does your valley look like? Or maybe you have multiple valleys that you walk through. What do your valleys feel like and look like when you walk through them during the week? There are many different ways to approach going through a walking meditation, and so I want to present several ideas to you here today, and hopefully you can find one that you can take and try on your own and that you find meaningful for yourself. The first walking meditation idea is rather simple, and it's a good one if it's difficult for you maybe to get outside, or if it's difficult for you to go for a long walk on your own. This is one that you can do inside your house, maybe just down a hallway or something simple. The idea is to just feel the floor, feel your feet as you walk. Be very deliberate with every step. Try to feel your heel come down. Try to feel your muscles pushing against the floor. Try to feel your balance shifting. Just try to feel each part of the step as you walk. You can walk as slowly or as quickly as you want, but just try to keep all of your focus on feeling the ground beneath you and feeling how your legs and feet interact. If you are able to get outside, A lot of these other techniques are good ones to try, and there's something that you could do on your street or in your neighborhood, or if you're able to find a park or a trail that you can walk on nearby, that's great as well. We have a trail here at church, actually, right here at the back of the parking lot, a nature trail that is excellent to walk on. So consider coming up to church if you're able and taking a walk down this nature trail. So another technique is just to try to engage our senses on a walk. And you can do this on a trail or in your own neighborhood, on your own street. Just try to listen. Hear all the different sounds that you can hear. Smell all the different sounds that you can smell. Feel the different textures under your feet. Just try to engage your senses and take in as much information as you can. Try to keep your mind quiet so that you're always engaging with what's going on in the environment around you. Another great option for a walking meditation is to do a counting exercise. So you may count steps. Maybe pick 1 foot and just count every step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to a count of 10. And then start all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you find that your mind wanders or you get lost, it's okay. Just gently let it go and start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes the counting will help keep us focused on what we're experiencing and help our mind to clear itself. You could also do a similar method with your breathing. If you don't want to count steps, you could count your breaths. 1, 2, 3, and do that to a count of 10. Of course, you don't have to do that out loud when you're doing it silently to yourself. But that's another way to keep your mind quiet and to engage with your environment around you. I hope you'll try some of these walking meditation ideas during your own Lenten journey this Lenten season. Thank you for watching.